This is the most important episode we will ever have. And it's not even close, and you know it.
Right. This is
what other situation is more important than what's about to happen?
No, this is something that you guys have asked for.
Thousands. It's thousands of requests.
I waited 7 years in between the two movies.
This is why we're here. This is why we podcast. For episodes like this. I'm so excited. Buddy, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Movie starts. It's crazy, bro. You watched the first one? That's also like, did you not like it?
It was all right.
No, wow.
We just learned a lot about him.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
How do you feel about him as a person now?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't know if I can trust him.
Tell me if it's not changed a little bit. Because now anytime he's like, hey, man, go see this movie, yada, yada, you're going to be like.
Yeah, but you thought Kill Bill 1 was all right.
So I don't know. I don't know what to think
anymore. Yeah. He was off camera. For those of you, Josh Cabaza, the comic that owns this place, we asked him if he's seen Kill Bill 1, and he said it was just all right.
It's like, I don't think I can trust this man.
Yeah, what does that even mean? Like, we watched it yesterday.
Should we call child services?
Yeah, we got to take this guy's kids away from him.
We have to take this guy's kids away from him.
He doesn't have taste.
The crime is he has no taste.
Oh man, but like,
go ahead.
Yeah. So we did watch Kill Bill 1 yesterday.
Hold on.
Okay, what?
Hold on, bro. We can't just act like this is normal here.
Oh, that's a good point.
This is fucking not normal.
Yeah, this
is not normal. Welcome to the Solid Show, and welcome to probably. And I mean this. And we plan on having big guests and big things in the future for this podcast and this show. This is the most important episode we will ever have. And it's not even close, and you know it.
Right.
What other situation is more important than what's about to happen?
No, this is something that you guys have asked for. Like.
Bro, thousands. It's thousands of requests for Kill Bill 2. I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about DMs. I'm talking about in person, nigga. How many times were we out on the road with shop and people were like, where the fuck is Kill Bill 2?
Yeah, this is something that people asked about constantly when I wasn't even on the podcast anymore. I would still get DMs like, when are you guys going to do Kill Bill 2? When are you guys going to do Kill Bill 2? And the original plan was it was going to be the last episode of Spoil the Beans when we were all said and done.
Yeah. Yes. And to anyone who is confused, like if this is your first episode of The Solid Show, go back to episode 1.
Yeah.
And then go to episode 5 of Spoil the Beans. We'll start episode 5 of Spoil the Beans.
Yeah.
Then go episode 1 of The Solid Show. Then come back to this one and be like, so that way you're like, oh, I am all the way caught up.
Yeah. And this is what, episode like 6 or 7 of Solid Show? We filmed this, just to give you guys some context, we filmed this before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we had to. We got shit to do. Rolly, nigga. No, it's not.
Well, we didn't have shit to do. Is that someone has to go to a rave, Val.
Yo, Val is addicted to ecstasy. It's a problem. Literally right now, I looked over. She's just has this glow stick.
Yeah.
She's literally right now. She's just, it's like, what the fuck? Her pupils are huge.
Grinding her teeth like crazy.
Grinding her teeth, drinking so much orange juice. It's inhuman amount of orange juice is going down this woman right now. But yeah, she's great at her job. We love her. That's why she's the best. And we're going to allow her to go to a rave. Even though I don't approve, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not a big rave fan.
As her father, which we are now, how do you? Honestly, I don't know why we're letting her go. Well, I didn't say it. Did you say yes?
Well, I didn't say. Well, here's the problem. The last big rave I heard of got invaded by Palestinians.
Palestinians. The Palestinians are back. Oh my god.
The Palestinians.
The Palestinians are worse than the Castilians. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, the Palestinians. They came right into the last rave I heard of, and now we're sending our daughter off to a rave. Yeah. How do you think the whole war started, Doug?
You know what's crazy? I don't know.
Yeah, they paraglided into a rave. That was like a huge thing.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not real.
Yeah.
Is that why people keep making paragliding jokes?
Yeah. Wait, you were listening to all these paragliding jokes like, what's this about?
Yo, I was laughing because I was like, yeah, what a silly situation. And everybody would joke about, I'm not even kidding. People would joke about the paragliding shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's so funny that's the reason the war started. But I was like, damn, everybody's making the same joke.
Yeah, so you would think that maybe it has something to do with how the war started.
No, I was like, man, I'm funnier than everybody. I was like, dude, everyone's fucking saying the same shit.
Yeah, everyone's just making up the same crazy situation.
Yo, that's crazy. A paraglider went into a rave in Palestine?
A bunch of them. It was on the...
So niggas that are on the,
Yeah.
Like a kite. Basically, you're flying a kite.
It was like a 2-man kite, pretty much.
And they're like this. They're strapped in.
Yeah, one of them is strapped in, and the other one's on the back with like a gun.
And what are they doing?
I mean, taking hostages, shooting up a rave. She's about to bring them up. There's like
video footage?
I think there's pictures of it. I don't know if there's video.
Did it really happen?
Yeah, you know, depending on who you ask, some people would say it's staged.
How many people died?
Well, the number keeps going down.
Since moving to Texas,
It started at
I learned that
1,000. Now they're
Texans
saying
love ordering
400.
Food with favor. The restaurant
There's a
delivery
lot
app
of
is part
misinformation
HEB.
coming from, you know, a certain side. Both sides really, but like, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I keep seeing this, but I don't know what it means. I kept seeing this.
yeah, and
That's crazy.
And then they're coming in from the skies.
Damn, look at them. Hold up.
Oh yeah, gee, whatever. Zoom back out.
Yeah. Wait, is that a part? Was that a part of it? Her titties?
See, and now they're running, but you don't really see the There's like pictures of them. I don't really think you really see the videos of the paragliders.
Bro.
Yeah.
And this is what you want to go to? Why the fuck would you want to go to that? That's crazy, dude. I mean, I get that one girl. I would go for that.
Yeah.
I would go for her. You know what I mean? I'm paragliding into that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. So that's really what started this whole little kerfuffle they got going over there.
This little tiff that's going on right now.
It all started with some fucking niggas on a paraglide?
Yeah.
I thought it had something to do with like land.
I mean, yeah, it has something to do with land, obviously, but that's not how how this specific thing started. Was the paragliding into a rave?
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah,
why would somebody do that?
It's wild that you learned this has happened October 7th. So it's wild that you learned this November, December, January, 4 months later. It's been almost exactly 4 months.
And this is big news, huh?
No. Yeah, bro, it was huge news.
Bigger than Drake's jerking off?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was bigger.
Did you hear that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that oh my God was for.
Yeah, I would say it's one of the things in the last 4 months that was bigger than Drake jerking off.
Bigger than his whole penis?
Yeah, bigger than his whole penis. Israelis call it their 9/11, in the sense that they probably planned it, but but that's what they do call it.
Damn, bro, this is not how I want to Kill Bill Volume 2 to start.
Well, it's not my fault you're an idiot. We were just doing some fun fucking rave riffs, and I was like, oh, wow, you don't know this? The thing that's bigger than Drake's penis. The only thing in the last 4 months that's been bigger than his dick, you had no idea about. Yet you've been in a comedy club where everyone talks about it constantly in the green room, on stage, and you never were like, what's that about?
Yo.
Because it's not like it's normal news. It's not like you hear about paragliders all the time.
That's why I thought this was ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
So I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not about to look up no bullshit. Bro, I'm busy. I got to watch Parks and Rec. We're on season 7. Never finished that season.
Oh, wow. I only made it to like season 4 or 5.
Still good. It's crazy on the rewatch. It's like, damn, this is good.
Mm.
You see how easily I just got off the thing? And that's how you cannot know about stuff. That's how fast it can happen, bro. It's a slippery slope to being a dumb guy. But a much more enjoyable life. I don't have to fucking know about paraglide. I don't want to know about it.
Well, you know now.
Now makes me sad. Val's gonna fucking die. Val's going there. Where's your rave?
Concourse Project?
What's that?
In Austin.
Yeah, South Austin.
Whoa.
Mm.
Wait, so you're not even going anywhere?
Well, so this is where I was yesterday, and this is where I'm going tomorrow. In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks I'm going somewhere else. There's a lot of places.
Are you tripping balls right now?
Yeah.
The one I'm most excited about is April for the Texas eclipse, the solar eclipse. It's like a big eclipse happening.
And there's gonna be a rave.
Yes, a festival, camping festival.
Damn, bro, that's fire.
Yeah.
A rave during a clip sounds like some devil shit. That does sound like some like.
I
Do
mean,
you worship the devil though?
no.
Are you devil worship?
No. But I do think it'll be like fun, like native, like vibey stuff.
Dude, we're learning about Val
Yeah,
in
right.
live time, guys.
Right.
She is a fucking drug addict.
Yeah.
she's a little hippie though.
Vibey stuff. How many people do you think in Israel before that happened was like, this is pretty vibey?
What's wrong with you? See how it's not funny anymore? Now that I know what it is? You should have I'd have laughed at your fucking joke, but I'd have been like, what is he talking about? But you fucking wanted to educate me. And that's what happens when you're smart. Nothing's funny. God, ruining my life with education. I was having a good time, bro.
God, you've definitely followed me doing a bit about that too, for sure.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this guy just kills talking about anything. These people laughing, talking about fucking nonsense. And then I watched. It's like, Joe's talking about it?
Tony,
everyone's got this nonsense thing about paragliding. Everyone's really on a paragliding kick lately. I was like, everybody's really into paragliding. In my head, I thought it was like, oh man. But then again, I'm not even kidding. I was like, well, Schulz is like really into paddle, so I guess it's like. In my head, I was like, oh, everybody just gets a new thing.
Oh yeah, so that's what people in Austin are all about, paragliding right now, and that's our culture.
Well, not people in Austin. It was everywhere. I was like, everywhere in the world. I was in Europe, and everybody's talking about paragliding.
Oh,
Like, what the fuck is happening? Let's not talk about Hamas.
yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
Thank you. God, I knew that. But that's only because I've heard people say that word.
Right,
And I was like, I
right.
like that word. It's like hummus.
Yeah, I know exactly why you remember that word.
It's like hummus. And I love hummus.
Yeah.
I love a fun word that reminds me of another word.
Right.
Anyway, that's not what this podcast is about.
Right.
Guys, this is why we're here. This is why we're here. This is why we podcast. For episodes like this. I'm so excited. Buddy, are you ready?
Let's do it.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Movie starts. Dun 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 dun. Doo-doo-doo. Dun 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 dun. Do you find me sadistic? Look at this.
Ooh, we start right there.
Bro, we're right back.
We're right back to where we're right back at the beginning.
Yo.
Just when I'm out, they pull me back in.
Oh my God! You know, kiddo, I'd like to believe you're aware enough even now to know there is nothing sadistic about my actions. In this moment, this is me at my most masochistic. Bill, it's your fade to black. Look dead, didn't I? Bro, we come back to, she's driving a convertible, and it's just a straight up shot right on her.
Okay.
And it's just like kind of forest behind her, and she's just intensely, cameras right on her, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Look dead, what didn't I? Wasn't from a lack of trying. Bill's last bullet put me in a coma. 4 years, I woke up. I went on to what the movie ads refer to as a roaring rampage of revenge. I roared, and I rampaged, and I got bloody satisfaction. Killed a lot of people to get to this point. Only one more. The last one. The one I'm driving to now. The only one left. And when I arrive at my destination, I am gonna kill Bill. Kill Bill Volume 2.
Hey, before we get into Kill Bill Volume 2, you can catch Deric and I at Side Splitters at Tampa Bay, February 22nd through the 24th. 5 shows.
Yep, 5 shows. 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. It is me, my first headlining weekend. I'm very excited. 12 years in the making for that moment, so really excited. I'm bringing my best buddy right here, the big gay monkey, Ehsan Ahmad, and I'm bringing Heath Cordes, the legend from Kill Tony.
Yeah.
I got some pussy!
Yes.
The man. So yeah, February 22nd through 24th at Side Splitters in Tampa. Tampa, please come out.
Yeah, you guys, and thank you for listening. Enjoy the movie. damn, bro. God damn. Here we go, baby. Let's roll.
Go ahead.
I like how we like him and Nolan, both of them. My two favorite directors, really.
Fair. Great.
Both play with like time.
Yes.
They're always jumping over the place. They're always. I think I said it before. I feel like Nolan as a kid got molested by a normal timeline.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. But that's like almost what I feel about Tarantino. It's like, something happened
with him in a timeline. And it did not go well.
No. He's traumatized. He's traumatized by linear time.
I love this. This, because we watched Kill Bill Volume 1 yesterday. And it's crazy how I've seen both these movies so many times it doesn't even fucking make sense. But what I love about a movie is, man, you can always notice something new. It's like a good album. I didn't really notice, like, damn. I mean, I knew it because Tarantino jumps in the timelines,
right?
But in the first one, when you're watching it, it starts. She gets shot in the head, right, and then she's at Vernita Green's house. That's the opening scene. She's there. She pulls out her notepad. It says Vernita Green, aka Copperhead,
right?
But Oren Ishii is already crossed out. So the rest of the movie, even though the whole movie is not really about Vernita Green, it's about Oren. You already know she kills this bitch.
Right.
But when you watching the movie, though, you're still like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Think about that. Like, and then it's the same thing right now. She just said, I killed all. You know that there's plenty left.
Right. I still know there's two left on the thing.
Yep.
On the list.
No, there's 3.
Well, sorry, there's 2 other people outside of Bill.
Outside of Bill, yes.
Right. There's Elle Driver and there's Buddy.
There's Bud. 100%.
Bud, yeah.
So you know that. But she just said, got them. All of them.
Right.
I'm on my way to kill Bill right now. That's exactly what's happening. And then the movie starts.
Right.
Bro, the shit she's about to go through is crazy.
Right.
But like, my nigga, you know how it ends.
Right.
That's to me so cool.
It would be so funny if she showed up to kill Bill and he's just dead in his closet with a belt around his neck trying to jerk off. It's like, wow, we went all this way. I waited for Tarantino to see the future. That's crazy. How did he guess that?
Timelines. Chapter 6.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Massacre at Two Pines. We're in black and white.
Ooh.
The incident that happened at this wedding chapel has since become legend. Massacre at the Two Pines? How it happened? Who was there? How many got killed? Who killed them? Changes depends on who tells the story. When in fact, it didn't happen at a wedding at all. It was a rehearsal. Cut 2, you're in the church now. You were just outside the chapel.
Okay.
Now you're in it. You see her, full gown. You see the dude, or like her new husband.
Right.
You see some friends behind her. You see a reverend, his wife, all right, and the dude at the piano, okay? And you cut to the reverend telling him, like, hey, now when you guys kiss, don't be putting your tongue down each other's throats now. Let's just have, it's a Christian place, yada, yada. All of her friends are laughing. Right then, they go, now Rufus, he can play anything. And then they cut to Rufus, the black guy on the piano, who's just in this movie for this scene.
Right.
Sam Jackson.
Oh, I like that.
Tarantino, baby, the man. And then she's like, Val, you got a song? He's like, y'all got a song y'all want me to play? And then he's like, I can play Love Me Tender. And then they're like, yeah, that'd be great. Now Rufus, he's the man. Have I forgotten anything, honey? Oh, yes, darling, the seat in the range. Oh, thank you, mother. Now, normally, we do bride on one side and the groom's family on the other side. But since the bride ain't got nobody coming and the groom's got far too many people coming, we figure we just see no problem letting the groom share sides with the bride's side. Is that all right with everybody? And everybody's like, yeah, that's fine. Right then the wife goes, honey, don't you think it'd be good if someone came? Just as a sign of good faith? Well, I don't have anybody. She's full pregnant.
Right.
Except for Tommy here, of course, and my friends. You ain't got no family? Well, I'm trying to change that. And then right then she turns, and her friends look at her, and they all lean in. And she goes, this bitch is pissing me off. So I'm going to go outside to get some air. And she gets up, and she's like, I'll be right back. And all of her friends like, oh, she's going to come right back. She's got to get some air. Just a little tired. And she starts walking slowly out the church, and then you hear,
oh,
the flute.
Right.
And she's like, she's just kind of looking. And now she's scared, bro. She's scared, bro.
Right.
She's like,
oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Also, how scary is that to be like, only one nigga I know play a flute.
Yeah.
There's only one person on earth I know.
There's really only two. There's Bill and there's Lizzo, and I don't think.
Man, please, I hope that's Lizzo out there. Please let that be that bad bitch. God damn, I'm nervous right now. She walks to the door, looks to her left. We finally see Bill.
First time actually seeing him. Okay.
He's playing the flute. She's staring at him. She smiles a little bit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at her. Hello, kiddo. She looks back at him. How did you find me? I'm the man. That line right there, that shot was in Kill Bill 1. And right at the end, they show it's like real, like when they're like right at the end, she's like, she looks up, she's in a dress. She's like, how did you find me? And you just hear him, you don't see him, but you hear him go, I'm the man. So it's like, because you gotta remember, they made the movie as one movie.
Right.
So I love how they edited it like, oh, it's genius.
Right. And I heard it was Weinstein's idea to split into two?
Yes.
Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, because he was like, bro, this is two movies.
Right.
He was right. Better as two movies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the GOAT. the GOAT.
But I mean, yeah, when it comes to movie making and other stuff.
Movie making and coercion. Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good book.
Oh, it would be.
It has to be by him though.
Yeah.
I want the full truth.
Yeah. How to make movies and be a terrible monster.
What are you doing here, Bill?
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing? Well, a moment ago I was playing my flute. At this moment, I'm looking at the most beautiful bride these old eyes have ever seen. She gets all serious. Why are you here? One last look. They kind of like both, each time they say something, they take one step towards each other. Are you going to be nice? Well, I've never been nice, but I'll do my best to be sweet. You know, I always said that your sweet side was your best side. That's why you're the only one who's ever seen it.
Whoa. Jesus.
You got a bun in the oven. Yeah, I'm knocked up. Well, that young man in there doesn't believe in wasting time. How does he? She goes, did you see Tommy? Yeah, I saw him. I like his hair. You see, he has like Guy Fieri kind of hair.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like the blonde, you know?
Right.
And she goes, you promised you'd be nice. I said I'd do my best. That's hardly a promise. Now, is it? What does he do for a living, the young man? He owns a record store. A music lover, is he? He's fond of music. Aren't we all? Now they're like, so what do you do for a job these days? How good right now, bro, is this dialogue? Right?
Yeah,
there's nothing happening, and it's like, this is the most intense shit.
Well, something that we talked about when we were watching the first movie is, and something that I noticed, the dialogue is almost Shakespearean because it's not like how we normally talk. It feels like a modern day take on how Shakespeare would write something.
That's a great point, I think.
Yeah, there's something. It's not, you know.
There's beautiful poetry going on in every single line. Yeah. Every word matters.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's that scene with Vernita Green. It's not rationality I lack. It's mercy and compassion.
Jesus.
Or it's not rationality I'm in need of. It's mercy. The way she says it is like, there's no one would say it like that.
The wording is beautiful. Everything that Bill says is right. Every single thing Bill says is just poetic. It's just like, wow.
Yeah. It feels like that. It feels like, the tension they're building is fantastic. Now, are they stepping towards each other or are they moving towards each other?
They were like taking a step. She say something, take a step. He say something, take a step.
Okay.
Take a step. But now they're
like this.
They're just facing each other. Right?
Okay.
And then she goes, what are you doing for a job these days? She goes, I work in the record store. And he goes, it all suddenly becomes so clear. And do you like the record store? Yeah, I do, smart ass. I listen to music all day. I talk about it all day. It's cool. Gonna be a great environment for my little girl to grow up in. As opposed to jetting around the world, killing human beings, being paid vast amounts of money. Precisely. Well, To each his own. All cock-blockery aside, I'm looking forward to meeting the young man. I'm a little particular who marries my gal. You want to come to the wedding? Only if I can sit on the bride's side. It's going to be lonely on my side. Your side was always a bit lonely. Who
so
says
much
shit like that?
This is so tense. This is so tense.
Also, fire, right? Like how he talks. And then,
Right.
we'll get to it later. And it's like the deepness that Tarantino puts into each character. He's going to explain why Bill talks like this.
Damn.
That comes later.
Damn.
Like, and it's just a little thing you find out about his character later. And you're like, oh, that's why he is like this.
Yeah, well, he does this even with bit characters, where they're just small little things that tell you so much about the character. When the cops in the first movie, when they come and find the scene, he calls, the chief or whatever, the grizzle cop calls, the younger cop son number one.
Son number one is his son, yeah, son number one.
Yes, but that implies there's a 2, 3, 4, like how many, like there's already so much depth to
and
this
that
guy.
they all work with under him. You know what I mean? And
Right.
they do their dad's job. You're right. It just applies. You see their whole family
Right.
and the kind of life they grew up in.
And then it's like, are you the son number one because you're the oldest son, or are you son number one because he has some weird coach like Deion Sanders like ranking of your kids? Like, and there's so much depth in this character that I don't know if we'll ever see again.
Yeah. Awesome, right?
Right.
So she, he says that line and then she goes, he goes, I wouldn't be anywhere else. I had a dream about you. And then right then she goes, oh my God. She goes, Tommy's coming. Call me Arlene.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you see, he's like, because he was kind of getting lost in talking to her, bro.
Right.
And he kind of snapped him back to like
Right.
what this situation really is.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes, Tommy, and I want you to meet my father. And and you see Bill kind of go like, and he's like, and the guy's all being all, he's like, oh my God, Arlene's told me this about you. Oh, this is great. So nice to meet you, sir. I mean, Dad. And he goes, the name's Bill. Oh, sir, Bill, it's an honor to meet you. Arlene said you couldn't make it. Surprise. That's my pop. He's full of surprises. Well, and he grabs her, like kind of hard. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Bro, they're having a whole other conversation while this nigga's having a conversation.
Yeah, this is insane.
How deep is that writing? There's 2 conversations happening.
Yeah, this is the tenseness of this is nuts.
And he looks around Bill and he goes, so, what's this all about? I've heard of a wedding rehearsal. Never heard of a wedding dress rehearsal. Well, we thought we paid all this money for this damn dress just to wear it once. I think we should wear it a bunch of times. Let's get all the mileage out of it that we can. Well, isn't it a little bad luck to see the bride in her dress before the ceremony?
God damn.
He kind of looks around, the Tommy guy, and he goes, well, I kind of believe in living dangerously. And Bill smiles. He goes, I know what you mean. The Reverend right then goes, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry to interrupt, but can we go ahead and run this thing again so we can go ahead and get out of here? And then Tommy's like, okay, let's start. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Why don't you give her away? And then she's like, oh my God, no. He goes, well, that'd be great. It's your dad. He'd give you away. And she goes, no, that's not Daddy's cup of tea. He goes, oh, well, okay. And he goes, I think I'll be a little more comfortable if I just take a seat. He goes, well, forget it. Don't worry about that. But how about this? Let's go out tonight, dinner, celebrate. Let's go out tonight and have dinner and celebrate. And then Bill goes, only if I get to pay for everything. And he's like, yes, sir, done deal. And he goes, do you mind, bro?
What the fuck?
And he goes, all right, I'm so sorry to leave you, Bill, but we got to go do this. He goes, oh, not a problem. Do you mind if I watch? He's like, absolutely, sir. Which side is the bride side? This one right here. All right, well, nice to meet you. They walk away. They go, they get the setup. She stops. She's like, looks at her husband, and then she turns around. She comes back, she waddles over, and she starts about to cry. She's like, Bill, I just want, you don't owe me a damn thing. If he's the man you want, go stand by him. Doo-doo-doo. She kisses him. She stops. She puts her veil on. Do I look pretty? Oh, yes. She kisses him again. Like this time, she kisses him.
Oh.
She leans back, She walks away. Camera just keeps slowly panning back. You hear this forever start running it. All right, so we're going to say, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today. Keeps panning back. Don, 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 don. You see the squad. Guns all behind their back. They pull out the motherfucking guns. They start walking in. It goes quiet. You hear steps. Camera pans all the way back. So now you can't see it. You know they're in the church. You can't see it. And then you hear the president goes, excuse me, what the hell? No! Bow! Fade to black.
That's a good way to show it.
Oh, bro. We see a desert.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see a huge, beautiful desert, California desert. Pans over to a trailer. Zooms in. You see Bill talking to Bud. Michael Madsen. And Michael Madsen's the shit, by the way. And Michael Madsen looks up and he's like, you telling me she cut her way through 88 bodyguards before Oren? Not really 88. They just called themselves the Crazy 88s. Why'd they do that? I guess they thought it was cool. Anyhow, they all fell under her Hanzo sword. She's got a Hanzo sword. Didn't he make a blood oath to never make another one? It appears he's broken it. Them Japs can sure hold a grudge, can't they? But I know this is a ridiculous question, but you haven't by any chance kept up with your sword play. No. Pawned it years ago. You hacked a Hattori Hanzo sword. Yeah. It was priceless. Not in El Paso, it ain't. In El Paso, it cost about $250. And he goes, look, Bill, I'm a bouncer in a titty bar. So if she wants to fight, she can bring her ass down to the club, start some shit, and we'll be in a fight.
Damn, that's so funny that's his job.
That's Bud is you see his energy.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm out of that life.
Right. Everyone's kind of out of it. That's the whole point, right?
I mean, I don't think Bill's out of it.
No, I mean, okay, Bill's not out of it, but the gang is split up.
Gang split up. Well, everyone's just doing their own thing, but Oren's still doing, she was.
Right.
And then, what's her name got out of it? Vernita Green. She got out of it.
Right.
Seems like Bud got all the way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ellie Driver's still clearly in it.
Right. She almost killed
Homegirl in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah.
Like she's still about that life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Bud and Elle are Bill's siblings.
No.
Oh.
Bud is his brother, yes. Elle is just Elle.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get into his relationship with Elle later.
Ooh.
Completely forgot Val's here, not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, Val's here.
Yeah. The glow sticks are still going. It's crazy.
It's crazy, though. It is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Right? Literally, it's crazy that she brought that up because it's about to happen right now. So he goes, Bud, I know we haven't spoken in some time, and the last time we did, it wasn't so pleasant. But you got to get over being mad at me and start becoming afraid of boop. You don't know her
beep
name.
out her name. Uh-huh. They still beep out her name.
Yep.
Okay.
And she is coming to kill you. Bud looks up at his brother.
Mm-hmm.
I don't dodge guilt. I don't Jew out of paying my comeuppances.
Oh. He's really racist.
Oh, yeah. That woman deserves her revenge. And we deserve to die. But then again, so does she. But so do we. So I guess we'll just see. Won't we?
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
This guy's awesome.
That scene also was in the first movie, where he looks at you. Don't see he's talking to Bill. You just see him look up and go, "That woman deserves her revenge, and we deserve to die."
Mm-hmm.
You know. Scene ends. Fade to black. Opens up. We see a strip club. Chapter 7. This is my favorite chapter. No. It's my second favorite. This movie is my second favorite chapter. Chapter 7. The lonely grave of Paula Schulz.
Okay.
How much do you love it, Ehsan? Because you're
Okay.
like, oh, you know, you're about to like, whatever I'm about to find out is awesome.
Right. What is happening?
Bud pulls up to work, gets out his car slowly, kind of looks around. Because you can see it on him. He's like, not showing it, but he's like, this bitch is coming. Like, she is coming.
Right. It could be any day. Any day.
This is happening.
Right.
He walks into the club. Strip club's completely empty. No one's there.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. You hear somebody go, Bill, you're late again? Bud, Bud, you're late again? Can't tell time, man. And then Bud's like, ain't no one here, man. And then right then you hear somebody in the back yell, is that Bud? You tell him to get his fucking ass back here right now. Bud, seems like Larry'd like a word with you. Bud's like, cut till you see a guy in the back doing coke. And then I love this line. I always love this line. He takes a hit of the coke, and then he looks at the stripper, and he goes, take a hit. Be somebody, baby. I don't know why. I always love that line, bro. Be somebody, baby. See the stripper do a line? Bud comes in. He starts going off on him. And Bud's like, Larry, no one's out there. And Larry's like, so what's your point? No one's out there. He goes, my point is I'm the bouncer. It ain't no one here for me to bounce. So you're saying the reason you're not doing the job I'm paying you to do is because you don't have a job to do?
Ooh, both of their logics are pretty insane. Pretty like spot on.
Yeah, it's both exactly.
They're both right.
Because the boss is so right. The boss ain't wrong in this situation.
Yeah, but he's also like, I'm not doing anything.
He's like, bro, literally no one's here. But it's like, bro, I'm paying you.
Right.
I'm paying you.
So be here when I tell you to be here.
When I fucking tell you to be here.
Right.
He goes, is that what you're saying? Are you saying that you're as useless as an asshole right here? You know what? Let's go to the calendar. Calendar time for Buddy. And he goes to the calendar. You working tomorrow? And Buddy's like, yeah. You don't even, fucking idiot. You don't even know when you're working. You're not working tomorrow. You're working, that's Wednesday. You're working Wednesday. There's your name. There was your name. Bud's like, oh, come on, bro. Oh, here's Thursday. There was your name. Not anymore. Nope. And here name, he crosses it out, his old name for the whole week, right? Right. And he's like, he seems like fucking with your cash is the only thing you kids understand. So you go home till I call you. Till I call you. Now, before you leave, make sure you talk to Rocket. She has a job for you. And that fucking hat. How many times did I tell you not to wear that motherfucking hat here? Bud starts laughing. He's like, takes it off. Customers wear hats. I'm not the boss of the fucking customers.
God damn. I like this guy a lot. This guy's fucking awesome.
He's an idiot. Like, he's a cokehead asshole, but he's also completely right in this situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe him as an idiot.
I told you not to wear the hat.
Yeah. Be here on time. I told you not to wear the hat. Oh, here's your shifts, bitch.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm the boss of you. He keeps talking shit to him. Bud just puts his head down and he walks out slowly, like kind of emasculates him. Right then, Bud comes out and then one of the strippers comes up and she's like, hey, Bud, the toilet's at it again. Shitty water's all on the floor. And then he's like, okay, Rocket. I'll clean it up. Cut to that night. He's driving back to his trailer. He gets out slow, lights a cigarette, goes to like smoke it, stops, and then just looks out into the dark. Takes his hat off. Keeps looking. Then turns around. Goes in his place real slow. The camera stays outside. It doesn't follow him in.
Right.
You see the lights cut on from the outside. You hear him doing stuff, glasses, yada, like clanging around. Right. Camera pans down. She's already under the trailer with a Pooh Shiesty mask on. She's already sword in hand.
Damn.
She's already there, nigga. Under that motherfucker. Right? You see her. You right then you hear the music inside start playing. Johnny Cash. She creeps under. She's got the Hanzo. She pulls it out. She gets near the door, and she kind of looks under the crack of the door. You see Bud is kind of in a rocking chair with his boots, and he's just kind of rocking back and forth. Mm-hmm. All right? She raises slowly. Right as she raises, she's kind of about to go in. Dogs start barking. She fucking leans up against the trailer. You hear the music go. Bud comes out, looks out the window. And she's like, he's looking. He goes and sits back down. Music cuts on. She grabs the mask, takes it off her head. You see how pissed she's just fucking, She kicks open the door. This nigga has a shotgun. Boom! Blows her ass 100 yards back.
Damn. Damn.
Dum, 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 dum.
Damn. She got shot.
Shotgun through the chest, nigga.
Jesus.
Bud just starts laughing. Cuts the music.
Mm-hmm.
He walks out real slow. He goes, now that gentled you down some, now didn't it? And he walks up. She's blood all on her chest. She's like, he kicks the sword away from her. He goes, yep. Ain't nobody a badass with a double dose of rock salt deep in their titties. She starts coughing up blood.
Right.
Bro, just blood splattered all on her chest, right? She's and then she kind of gathers herself. She looks at him. Spits a bunch of blood in his face.
Right.
He kind of kneels down, wipes it off. She's so pissed. He just fucking spits dip right in her face. And then she's like, oh. And he just goes, I win. He turns her over. She's like, puts a needle right in her ass. She passes out.
Oh, damn. Damn. This is interesting.
I know, right?
This did not go how I thought it was going to go.
Oh, I know, right?
This did not go.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why this is one of my favorite chapters where you're like, how the fuck
did she get out of this? Because you know she does.
He grabs his phone.
Mm-hmm.
He calls Ellie Driver. And she goes, Bill, wrong brother, you hateful bitch. Bud, bingo. Well, what do I owe this pleasure, Bud? Well, I just caught the cowgirl that couldn't be caught. Did you kill her? Not yet, I ain't. Shot her ass full of rock salt. Anywho, guess what I'm holding? He holds up the sword.
Right.
She's like, what? A brand new spanking Hattori Hanzo sword. And I'll tell you what, El. That's what I call sharp. How much, Bud? Hard to say, considering it's priceless and all. What are your terms? You get your bony ass down here first thing in the morning, $1 million in cash. And I'll give you the greatest sword ever made by a man. We got a deal. One condition. She must suffer till her last breath.
Ooh.
That was also in the first movie.
Ooh.
Where you see that line.
Yeah.
Well, Elle, darling, I can damn well guarantee she will. Well, I'll see you in the morning, millionaire. Hangs up. Cut to later that night.
Mm-hmm.
Our girl's still passed out in the truck. But you can hear shoveling going on outside.
Right.
She kind of comes to. She's waking up a little bit. She's tied up. Bud comes up to her. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. She's like, they grab her ass. They throw her out the truck, bro.
Right.
Right? She looks over. You see a grave with the headstone. Paula Schulz.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You see a motherfucking shovel going like you can't see somebody's down in this hole. You can't see who.
Right.
And just shoveling dirt coming out, right? And then the shovel finally flies out the hole. And then you hear, I'm done. Get me out this fucking hole. And you see Bud waddle over and he helps this little fat looking weird dude out the hole.
Right.
Such a Tarantino kind of character. You're like, who is this random fat little guy?
Right.
He grabs the little fat dude, grabs a beer, and they walk over the door. And she's like, and then the fat dude's like, whoa, look at those eyes. This bitch is furious. And then Bud's like, what'd I tell you? This the cutest piece of blonde pussy you ever saw? Or is this the cutest piece of blonde pussy you ever saw? And he's like, I've seen better. And he's just like this really fat, ugly dude, right?
I like it.
And then Bud's like, you got anything to say? And then she's just like, and then the little fat dude's like, white women call this the silent treatment. And they think we don't like it. Right? And then Bud's like, grab her head. I'm going to grab her feet. Right then they go to grab her. She's like, and he goes, hey, wiggle worm. And he has something right in her eyes. Like this, like a thing of can. It's like this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her. She's like, and then he goes, see it? You see it, don't you? That there is a can of mace. Now you're going underneath the ground tonight. That's all there is to it.
God damn.
whoo, because you see her like, he goes, now I want to bury you. I was gonna bury you with this flashlight. But if you're gonna act like a horse's ass, then I'm gonna spray this whole goddamn can right in your eyeball. I'm gonna burn your eyes right out of your fucking head. That what you want? Huh? You'll be blind, burning, and buried alive. She calms all the way down. Now, what's it gonna be, sister? And he holds them both up. And she's like, she points at the flashlight. That's a wise decision. They pick her up. She has no fight now, but she's just like, you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
bro, you pure like, he fucking got me.
Mm-hmm.
They put her in a coffin. Bud stares at her. This is for breaking my brother's heart. He closes it. Dude, they start hammering the nails, bro. The music starts getting intense. She starts panicking. No. No. It's just one little nail left, and she's looking at his eyes, right? Everything goes to black.
Ooh.
So fucking terrifying, right? You see her just like, she's breathing, she's sobbing. She says, you can just hear it. It's completely black. There's nothing on the screen.
Right.
All right? Then you just hear a huge thud, and it's quiet. She's like, and then you just hear dirt falling on top of her. And she's like, ah! She cuts the light on full panic, and she starts banging on the wood. And then the fucking light goes out. And she's like, no. And then she's like hitting it, and like, no. And then the light comes back on. She's like, ah! Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oof.
And then she's like,
Just wasting her air.
Bro. But you're
Yeah.
just full, like, also how mad. Can't believe this motherfucker got you, bro.
Yeah, knew you were coming in.
And then she stops, she gathers herself. You hear them drive off. She looks around the casket with the flashlight. You see her hands are tied, her feet are tied. She calms herself, breathes slow, cuts the light off. Chapter 8, The Cruel Tutelage of Pai Mei. This is my favorite chapter.
Okay. Jesus Christ. How the fuck did she get out of that? You don't even get to see right away.
We have to go through the cruel tutelage.
Of Pai Mei. Okay.
You see Bill and her
Mm-hmm.
sitting at a campfire. All right, it's nighttime. He's playing his flute. Once upon a time in China. Some believe the year 1003. The head priest of the White Lotus clan, Pai Mei, was walking down a road. Contemplating whatever the man of Pai Mei's infinite powers would contemplate. Another way of saying who knows. Right then, a Shaolin monk appeared, traveling the opposite way on the road. She's like this. When the Shaolin monk crossed the Pai Mei, with unfathomable generosity, gave the monk the slightest of nods. The nod was not returned. Was it the intention of the monk to insult Pai Mei, or did he fail to just see the gesture? The motives remain unknown. What is known are the consequences. Our girl's like, because as anyone
Right,
would.
I'm in this too. It's like, what happens next?
The next morning, he appeared at the Shaolin's temple and demanded the head Shaolin offer the man's neck to repay for the insult. At first, the head Shaolin tried to console Pai Mei, only to find Pai Mei was inconsolable. So began the massacre of the Shaolin temple, and all 60 monks inside, with the fists of the White Lotus, and began the legend of the 5-point exploding heart technique. What's that? The deadliest blow in martial arts. He hits you with his fingertips in 5 different pressure points on your body, and he lets you walk away. But once you take 5 steps, your heart explodes, and you fall dead to the floor. Did he teach you this? No. He teaches no one the 5-point palm exploding heart technique. Now, one of the things I like about you, kiddo, you're wise beyond your years. So, allow me to impart a word to the wise. Whatever Pai Mei says, you obey. If you flash him an instant of a defying eye, he'll pluck it out before you can breathe. You throw any American sass his way, he'll snap your legs and back like they were twigs. And that will be the story of you, kiddo. Do-do-do, and it zooms in on her, and she's like, cut to the next day. Early in the morning, you see our boy coming down this long flight of stairs. You see Bill. He's all beat up. And he's like, all right. He's kind of pissed. He's like, he's going to accept you. And she's like, are you okay? Did you get in a fight? A friendly contest. And she's like, well, why did he accept me? He goes, well, because he's a lonely bastard. And like all old lonely bastards, he needs company. And he grabs her stuff and he kind of throws it to her. You can tell he's pissed off because he clearly just lost the fight.
Right.
And he looks at the steps and he's like, God, you're going to have, he goes, seeing those steps make me ache. You're going to have a whole fuck ton of fun carrying buckets of water up and down that piece of shit. And she's like, and he gets in the car, he slams the door. She's like, when will I see you again? That's the title of my favorite soul song in the 70s. She goes, what? Nothing. When he says you're done is when I'll see you. She goes, when is that going to be? That depends entirely on you. Now remember, no sarcasm, no backtalk, at least for the first year. Got to let him warm up to you. Remember, he hates Caucasians, despises Americans, and has nothing but contempt for women. So for you, it might take a while. Adios. He drives off.
Damn.
She looks up these massive stairs, starts trekking. She's got all her shit. She keeps going. She finally reaches the top, and we see the man, Pai Mei. Pai Mei is in a white robe with like some black on it. He's sitting. He's got the full long white beard, the full like this shit, the Fu Manchu. He's got the hair in the bun, all white, huge eyebrows.
Right.
Just staring. You know?
Fun fact about the Fu Manchu, it was just created by some guy who was like, I need to write a Chinese character. And so he created this Fu Manchu guy. He's like not based on anything Chinese, just some white guy's interpretation of what a Chinese person would look like. And he's like a bad guy. Whoa. But yeah, that's the Fu Manchu. The Fu
now
Manchu
it's just like necessary for Kung Fu movies.
Yeah. And everyone thinks it's like this deep Asian thing, and it's not. It's just some white guy who was like...
You know what's cool is Tarantino for sure knows that.
Yeah, so
and
for sure.
Still puts it in.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's karate.
Well, yeah, it's also like, because this is like a homage to
those kind of movies.
To those kind of movies, right? So you can't have nobody with a Fu Manchu.
No, somebody. It's a Kung Fu movie.
Yeah.
She walks up to him and she kneels. She speaks everything she's saying. She's speaking in Chinese, Mandarin, and she's like, I want to, and it's just master. And then he goes, hold on. He says, your Mandarin is lousy. It causes my ears pain. And then he goes, you do not speak unless spoken to. And he goes, do you speak Cantonese? She goes, I speak Japanese. He goes, I didn't ask you that. He goes, you understand Cantonese? And she goes, a little. And then she's like, you're here to learn Kung Fu, not linguistics. If you don't understand, I will communicate to you like a dog. I'll yell at you. I'll beat you with my stick. And then she's like, yes, master. And then he goes, Bill is your master, is he not? She goes, yes, he is. Your master tells me you're not entirely unskilled. I am proficient in Tiger Crane style, and I am more than proficient in the art of the samurai sword. Ha! Does his beard like that, right? And he yells at her, he calls her a fathead, and he laughs. And then he goes, and then she kind of makes a face. He goes, your anger amuses me. You think you my match? She goes, no. He goes, are you aware that I can kill you? She goes, yes. He goes, oh, so you want to die? She goes, no. Then you must be stupid. And she's like, rise and let me look at your ridiculous face. And you see her rise, and now she's starting to get really pissed off.
Right.
He's like, so pathetic. Is there anything you can do besides speak Japanese? Because I despise the goddamn Japs. And he's like, go over there. And she walks over, and she like puts her shit down, and she's all pissed. He goes, remove the sword. And she removes the sword, right? And she does a bunch of shit with it. Right. And you tell she knows what she's doing a little bit. And she comes back to him, and she shows all her skills. He stands, and he walks to her slowly, and he flips his beard. And he goes, you land a single blow, I'll bow to you and call you master. She starts swinging. You know what I mean? He's just dodging. He's like, hands behind his back.
Damn.
Just dodging everything. Super easy. You know what I mean? Bro, this nigga hits her with his shoulder, like almost knocks her over. She stumbles. She goes to swing again. He jumps over her, lands on the sword. And he's like, how do you like this angle? Of my foot! And kicks her. Does a backflip. He's the man, dude. And he goes, your swordmanship is amateur at best. She's like, oh. She starts trying again. She's going at him, right? He easily takes the sword from her. And he goes, pathetic. And he throws the sword in the air, and that shit across the fucking yard, nigga, lands in the sheath.
Ooh,
right?
That's badass.
And he looks at it and goes, let's see if your tiger crane can match my eagle's claw. And then she's like, and then right then the music like, dun, 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 dun. And then she starts fucking fighting him. Dun, 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 dun. And she's fucking throwing haymakers. She's trying. And he's just he's easily just dodging everything, right? With one hand blocking everything.
Right.
And then he throws her, like kind of throws her, like with his own neck. Like she grabs his neck and she throws her.
Right.
And she pops up. And then she tries to kick him in the balls. And like he just catches her, and she's like, the fuck? And then like he spins and like it tosses her away.
Right.
He's just laughing. She's so mad. She picks up a rock.
Ooh.
She goes to bash his head. He, boom, catches her. Twists her arm like this. She's like, ah! Right? And then he's like, this is excruciating pain, yes? And she's like, Ma! Like, Ma! He's like, which means yes, right?
Right.
He goes, you know I can chop your arm off. And she's like, please don't. He's like, well, this is my arm now to do with what I please. You're helpless. She screams, yes! Have you ever felt this kind of pain before? No! Compared to me, you're as helpless as a worm versus an eagle. Yes! And he throws her down. And she's like, ah, ah. He goes, is it this kind of power you wish to possess? Yes! Yes! Your training will begin tomorrow. And he walks away.
I like that. I like the beard.
Oh, it's so fire, bro.
Beard's
I can't wait
pretty
for you to
good.
watch it and see
I can't wait to have a beard that big. That's what I take from this.
That is what you should take from
I
this.
can't wait
And
to
a
have a beard that
full-bodied troop.
Yeah.
Cut to, you see him, and he's like this close to some wood, as close as I am to the screen, like this far, and he just goes, boom, and punches through this thick thing of wood, bro. We talking about thick now. Not a plank, a thick thing. Punches through the whole thing, right? And he goes, now you. And she goes, no, he says, now that your arm is mine, I want it strong. Now you, he said, now you do it. And she goes, I can, but not that close. He goes, then you can't. She's like, yes, master. He goes, what if your enemy is only 3 inches from your face? What do you do then? Curl it into a ball. And he breaks through it again. And he goes, now you. And she goes, she puts her hand up, and the music kicks in, like the montage kind of music.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. Her hand immediately starts bleeding, bro.
Right.
Fucked up.
Right.
Right? And then he goes, the wood should fear you, not the other way around. No wonder you can't do it. You accept defeat before you even begin.
Oof.
And she's like, and he walks away. He walks away, and she's like, she puts her hand back up, and just in pain, just keeps hitting it, right?
Oof.
Cut to her carrying water up the stairs, bro.
Right.
Now it's like you just see her doing this shit every day, practicing her skills, back to hitting the wood. Her hands are getting fucked up, back to getting the wood. He's hitting her as hard as he can with the stick every time she stops hitting the wood. And she's like, boom, and then she pops back up. She keeps fucking hitting the wood, keeps training. She's getting a little better. You do see her getting a little better, hitting the wood a little harder, like things like that, but it's slow. Like it's a long, like it's really like training, bro.
Right.
More water up and down the stairs. She's fucking tired. Like he's watching her though, and he's getting more impressed with her. You see at night, bro, when she sleeps, she's so fucked up. She's like punching the wall in her sleep.
Damn.
Cut to her, right? but like, you know, he's more impressed with, like, he's impressed with her.
Mhm.
He's like, you can see he's getting impressed with her. Cut to like a night, and you see she's like, and you see him like have a bowl of rice. And he's like, and he puts one for her, one for him, and he starts eating it. And you see she's trying to eat it, bro, but her hands are so fucked.
Right.
She can't get the stick. She just can't do it. And you see him eating peacefully, and then finally she's like, she throws the sticks. And she starts eating it with her food. And he goes, hey! And he goes, if you want to eat like a dog, you live and sleep outside like a dog. He throws the rice on the ground. And she's like, and then he goes, if you want to be a human, he slides over his rice. You pick up those sticks. She's like, she grabs it. And bro, she has to use both her hands. And she's like, and he's like,
damn.
cut to, she's back in the grave. All right. Camera pans down the 6 feet. You see Paula, Schulz.
Right.
Camera pans down, 6 feet under. You see our girl. She cuts the light back on. She's breathing calm now. She looks around the coffin. She slowly starts wiggling her feet, just wiggling them. You see, they're just kind of moving, and then you see her get her feet out of the boots and slide out of the belt that's tied around her ankles. All right. She uses her feet to edge the boots up to her like this. You know, she just kind of edges the boots up to her, grabs her boots, reaches inside. She's got a razor blade in there.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Takes the razor blade, uses it to cut the fucking shit, like cut the tie. She has, her wrists are tied up by ropes.
Yeah.
And when
Cut
she's doing it, like you hear music, like hero music start playing, like dun 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 dun, and she starts like dun 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 dun, and she gets through. She's like dun dun, and then she kisses the razor blade, dun 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 dun, and she starts hitting the wood. Right? And she looks for a soft spot. She finds it, and she's like, "Okay, Pai Mei, I'm coming home." Balls her fist. Hype! Hype! Bro, and then she starts breaking through the fucking coffin.
Damn.
The cruel tutelage of Pai Mei.
Damn. That was crazy.
Bro.
Yeah. That's mad cool.
I remember seeing that for the first time in the theaters, and my mind exploded.
Yeah.
Exploded, bro. Hype! Hi, you see blood dripping from her knuckles, but you know.
She doesn't care.
Hi, bro. She finally breaks through. Dirt starts coming in. Hi. You see her now. Now she's just punching as dirt's flying in, and then she just and then she like climbs out, and then you see her just like punching her way up. Finally, you see the tombstone, Paula Schulz, and you just see a hand. She climbs her way up, and she's just a dirt ball, obviously. You see her. She just lays there. Cut to, you see a diner in the middle of nowhere. You see a nigga in there like kind of working, and he looks up. He goes like this. He's like, "What the fuck?" You see from far across the street, like his point of view, just a cloud of dust,
right,
and a human. Like it looks so goofy, bro. Like I remember the big laugh in the theater because it's the shot so far away. And it's just like, she's like going this way, and it's just dust coming off this bitch. And he's like, what? And she comes in, and she gathers herself, she sits down, bro. She's just, you can't it's just mud. There's not a human,
right?
And she's like, "I'd like a glass of water, please." Fade to black. Chapter 9. Elle and I. This one here, bro. This one here. We see Elle driving to Bud's in her dope-ass car. Bud's waiting for her, shirtless, kind of leaning on the trailer. She comes up with a red suitcase. Cut back. Like it kind of rewinds a little bit. We see our girl just trekking through the fucking desert.
Right.
Barefoot.
Jesus.
Barefoot, nigga. Trekking through the whole desert. Going on a mission. Eyes on a, you know what I mean? Just, she's walking. She climbs this mountain. She finally gets to where she's like overlooking his trailer. You see when so the moment that we just saw, she is now, they replay it again from her point of view. You see her driving up. You see her get out with the red suitcase, him shirtless. You know what I'm saying? You see it from her angle. And then you hear that. And then she takes off running. Right?
Okay.
Cut to,
like
you
this.
see Elle. And she's talking to Bud. She goes, wow. So that's a Texas funeral, huh? Got to give it to you, Bud. That's a fucked way to die. What's the grave she's buried under? Paula Schulz. You see Bud making a margarita. She writes Paula Schulz down. Can I look at that sword? Is that my money? And that red bag right there? It sure is. Well, it's your sword now. She goes, she pulls it out. So this is a Hattori Hanzo sword. But yeah, it is all right. She goes, Bill said you used to have one. I did once. Well, how does this one compare? He pauses. If you're going to compare a Hattori Hanzo sword, you compare it to every other sword, it wasn't made by Hattori Hanzo. She's like, and then he pours them both a glass. He was like, hey, bitch,
this is something
if it
different.
wasn't made by him, it's not even a sword.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like I can't, there's nothing to, you saw the damage that sword did in the first movie.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
It sliced up all the other swords.
This is different. It's a Hattori Hanzo, bro.
Right.
So they both sit down, they have margaritas, they're taking a sip, and Bud goes, I love this conversation. This is so beautiful writing here. Bud goes, so which R are you filled with? She goes, what? They say the number one killer of old people is retirement. People got a job to do. They tend to live longer, so they can do it. I always figured warriors and their enemies share that same relationship. Now that you won't face her on the battlefield, which R are you filled with? Relief or regret? I'd say a little of both. Or shit. I'm sure you feel a little bit of both. But I know damn well you feel one more than the other. The question was, which is it? Regret. You know, you got to hand it to the old girl. Never saw anyone Buffalo Bill the way she Buffalo Bill. He always thought she was so damn smart. And I told him she was only smart for a blonde. And you see her kind of go, you know, because she's blonde.
Right.
So right then he goes and opens the money up and he sits at it and he layers, like he looks at it and it just laughs because it's just $1 million in a suitcase. He's like, thanks a bunch. And she's like, He starts grabbing it, grabs a stack, grabs another stack, flicks it, grabs another stack, under it, a black mamba. Bites him 3 times. He starts panicking. He throws the money, the suitcase goes flying, the snake goes flying.
Right.
Bro, he starts smashing shit in his own kitchen. And then he just falls down.
Yeah.
His face just immediately, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she goes, sorry, bud.
Damn.
That was rude of me. Let me introduce you to my friend, the Black Mamba. Black Mamba, this is Bud. You see the snake, right?
Yeah.
Before I picked him up, you know I looked this little thing up on the internet? Fascinating creature, the Black Mamba. Listen to this. He's just choking, bro.
Yeah, he's dying. He's about to die. For sure.
In Africa, the saying goes, an elephant can kill you, a leopard can kill you, and a black mamba can kill you. But only with the mamba is death sure. Hence its handle, Death Incarnate. I like that name, Death Incarnate. That's great. She flips over her notes. Bro, she's reading her notes. This is how evil this bitch is. She goes, it's venom, one of nature's most effective poisons, acting on the nervous system, causing paralysis. She points at him.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, if bitten on the ankle or thumb, one can die within 4 hours. But a bite on the face or torso can bring death within 20 minutes. Now, this is where you're going to need to listen up, bud, because this involves you. The amount of venom in a single bite can be gargantuan. Now, I always like that word, gargantuan. Very rarely get to use it in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
10 to 15 milligrams can be fatal to a human being, but the black mamba can deliver 400 milligrams from a single bite. Now, she puts her notes away. In these last agonizing moments of life you have left, Let me answer that question a little more thoroughly. Right now, the biggest R I feel is regret. Regret that maybe the greatest warrior I have ever met her end at the hands of a bushwhacking scrub piece of shit like you. That woman deserved better. And Bud dies.
Oh, wow.
The last thing he heard before he died.
Damn, she killed Bud. That's wild.
Crazy, bro.
That's wild. And then she also neglected to mention how clutch the Black Mamba is in the fourth quarter.
She very much neglected the clutch.
Yeah.
But also, if I had to guess, Kobe got his name from this movie. He wasn't the Black Mamba when this movie came out.
Oh, was he not?
Not yet.
When did
the Black Mamba came, remember, because the Black Mamba thing came after the rape charge. Like, well, not after the rape charge, but like well after the rape charge. When it was like he was getting booed everywhere and yada yada.
Right.
And then he was like, I saw the documentary. He was like, that's when I took on the Black Mamba role, yada yada. And I was like, I bet you money it was from this movie. I bet you money it was from
interesting.
This movie. So we'll never get to find out.
Yeah, there's no way to ask, is there, huh?
You see her get up. She collects all her money.
Mm-hmm.
She puts it back in the bag. Snake's just going around the fucking apartment.
Right.
So right then, Bill calls. And she goes, oh, hey, Bill. I got tragic news, baby. Your brother's dead. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Yeah, she put a Black Mamba in his camper. But don't worry, I got her. She's dead. And let me tell you, if you ever feel sentimental, you can go to Barstow, California, get yourself some flowers, go to the Huntington Cemetery, look for the headstone marked Paula Schulz, and lay them on the grave, because you'll be standing of the final resting place of Beatrix Kiddo.
Oh, if they say the name.
That's why, remember I kept calling her Kiddo?
Right. Her name is Beatrix Kiddo. Damn. That's
a reveal,
baller.
Right? What a reveal,
That's
right?
baller.
This guy, that Tarantino motherfucker, bro. That's a bad, I know, right? Just like this motherfucker. That's
also,
so good.
She ran from Barstow back to El Paso, wherever Bud was. That's fucking gangster.
A bad bitch.
Yeah.
And then she goes, well, look, I can be there in 4 hours. You want me over? No. You need me. I'm there, baby. Okay, I'm leaving now. I'm coming right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go smoke some pot or something. I'll be there soon. Yeah. She hangs up. She opens the door. 2 feet in the air. Boom! Take the shit out of her.
Love it.
She tries to open. She gets up. She tries to open the sword. Boom! It hits the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
They keep fighting, bro. Right? Our girl steps, gets in, gets like an antenna, starts whipping her across the face. Our Elle backs her up again. Tries to open the sword another way. Boom! Hits the other side of the trailer.
Damn.
Oh, the fights. This is one of the best fight sequences of all time.
Damn. She's just not proficient in it.
Mm-hmm.
She's not.
She's unreal. The trailer is so small.
Right. Okay.
Every time she tries to get, bro, she's in a fight with this crazy bitch.
Right.
And so that's what makes it so cool. Every time she tries, bro, it just fuck. Like she's just too close to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, they keep fighting. She kicks her down. She gets Beatrix down. She goes to fucking do it. Boom, hits the ceiling.
Damn.
Right? Beatrix homegirl goes to kick her. Beatrix grabs her, throws her ass through the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta remember, there's also a Black Mamba just on the ground.
I know. There's a Black Mamba in all this, so it's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Extra intense when you watch it.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the shots of the snake.
Oh
constantly.
yeah, you see the snake.
Okay.
So you see she's fucking Beatrix gets a hold of her in a chokehold. She starts choking her, and then she grabs her head. She puts it in the toilet. She's about to drown her, and then fucking homegirl hits the flusher. So she's like, and then she fucking boom gets her, backs her up, and then you see Beatrix now they're fighting. Homegirl grabs a sword. Goes to grab the sword. Beatrix grabs it, closes it again.
Damn.
Just won't let her open it.
So funny.
They keep fighting, right? Then Ellie kicks her down, right? It kicks her down hard as shit, far, boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then she able to walk away and go and get the sword, and she fucking gets it open finally.
Damn.
Now she turns around, she starts coming back. Our girl's laying there kind of knocked out, right? She comes to, she looks over to her right. There's golf clubs. In the golf clubs, she notices
a shotgun.
A sword.
A sword. Oh, shit.
She grabs it. Has the Hattori Hanzo logo. She opens it to my brother Bud, the only man I ever loved, Bill.
Oh, wow.
She's unsheaths it, and then you see Ellie look up, and then she's already standing there, sword in hand, and you hear dum 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 dum, and she's I was what the,
right.
the fuck, dum 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 dum. They're just staring at each other, Hanzo swords, right? And then she goes, Ellie's well, what's that? Bud's Hanzo sword. He said he pawned it. Well, I guess that makes him a liar now, don't it? Ellie kind of smiles. Right then it's quiet. They're staring at each other. Beatrix goes, L. L goes, B. Something I've always been curious about, just between us girls. What did you say to Pai Mei to make him snatch out your eye? Cut till you see Pai Mei snatching out L's eye.
Oh,
Bro.
wow.
And she's like,
What the fuck?
Cut back to, she's got the, the eye patch.
The eye
And she's
patch,
like,
yeah.
And she's like, I called him a miserable old fool. And then Beatrix goes, ooh, bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then Elle goes, yeah, but you know what I did? I killed that miserable old fool. And Beatrix was like you can see it, like,
right.
True, like, what? And she goes, yeah, I poisoned his fish heads. Cut to, you see him like, Elle, you devil bitch. And then she's like, you miserable old fool, like saying it to him while he's dying and choking.
Right.
Elle, you treacherous dog. And she's watching him die. And I told him the words of a miserable old fool like you is worth less than nothing. She starts laughing. Dun, 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 dun.
Damn.
That's right. I killed your master. And now I'm going to kill you with your own sword, no less. Which in the future, the very near future, will be my sword. Dun, 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 dun. Bitch, you don't have a future. Ah, ah, ah. They both get in the stands. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, ah. They fucking stare each other down. They run. Ah, ding. They meet. They're looking at each other. And then she starts kind of getting the better of her, Beatrix. And Beatrix, and then she goes, boop, gets her other eye. She's just fucking screaming, and she's smashing and everything, and she's just looking at her. You fucking bitch! Fuck you! You fucking bitch! Beatrix watches, then just drops the eyeball with her bare foot, steps on it.
Oh,
and you see the
squishy.
Oh, they let you see it.
Yeah. The gooey.
You see the black mama as she grabs her Tori Hanzo, puts it in the thing. You see the black mama. She looks at it, and then she walks out. She's kind of limping. And you just hear, you fucking bitch! You fucking bitch! Ah, fuck you! The door slams. Fade to black.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Last chapter.
Oh, wow.
Face to face.
Oh, wow. Here we are.
Bro!
Here we are.
We see a Mexican jungle. We see our girl in the car.
It's a jungle, eh?
The jungle, eh? We see our girl in the car from the beginning. She looks... Bro, in the shot, she's so beautiful. It's crazy.
Dude, she's been hot this whole time.
This is the hottest woman I've ever seen in my life in this movie.
You know,
not Uma Thurman anywhere else.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman in these films is the most beautiful thing that's ever existed.
Yeah, and we also talked about this when we were watching the first movie again. It's like everyone complains about like, oh, there's not enough strong female leads in movies. It's like, what the fuck is this? This and Aliens, even though I haven't seen that. I know Sigourney Weaver's a badass in it. It's like, it's really wild that they'll say stuff like that and just like really discount one of the greatest movies ever made.
I mean, this is by far one of the greatest movies, if not the greatest movie ever made. And a woman is carrying this motherfucker.
Yeah, like it's on her shoulders, and they never no one ever mentions, like everyone just complains. And
you know
it's
what's
like,
crazy too? Because there were so many good movies coming out at this time, this didn't win an Oscar.
Mhm.
But if this movie were to come out now, you know how many Oscars she would get?
Yeah.
Because A, people would just be like, I haven't seen a movie like this.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And B, it would be like a female lead.
Right. And at no point, and this is what makes it great, at no point does she goes, I'm doing this for the ladies.
No.
Which is what, like,
we'll get to that line.
Okay.
There's one line where there's like, did Tarantino write that line? It just goes from so poetic to, girls, get them. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's also like a weird dynamic that they have now in like female. There's at one point, the female lead has to be like, this one's for the girls.
Always.
Yeah,
or
like,
bring up how men have it has to come up.
Right. Why not just have her be a just
badass?
Strong
We get it.
Yeah. This is awesome.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This woman, this is not, take woman out of it.
Mm-hmm.
How many more characters are more badass than this Beatrix Kiddo character? This is one of those badass characters.
Dude, this is like a John Wick level.
This is John Wick level.
John Wick.
I mean, badass, bro. So, you see her pull up to this like little spot, kind of in the jungle,
Right.
and all these girls are there, and you hear her voiceover. Like all men without fathers, Bill collected father figures. The first, Esteban Viejo. He was a pimp and a friend of Bill's mother. He was a pimp
Mm-hmm.
who raised Bill when he was early years.
Right. That's why
Bill talks the way he does.
Right.
So you see this guy, Esteban ran the brothel for 50 years. And also his army, the Lacuna Boys, ran Lacuna. And he ran the Lacuna Boys. At the age of 80, this retired gentleman of leisure can point me in Bill's direction. She sits. Can I join you, Esteban? Please. He's like a Dos Equis dude. That's what he looks like. And he smiled looking at her. And he goes, America? She's like, yes. But I can speak Spanish if you prefer. No. I prefer English. I haven't spoken in a while, but I relish to converse with such a pretty companion. And then, like, bro, this nigga clearly a pimp, you know?
Right.
And he goes, how may I be of service to you? She leans forward. Where's Bill? You must be Beatrix. I can see the attraction. I remember when Bill was 5 years old. I took him to the movies. It's a movie starring Lana Turner. The postman always rings twice. And whenever Lana Turner would appear on the screen, Bill would compulsively suck his thumb. And I knew right then this boy was a fool full blown. I mean, is there better? Have you ever heard better writing? Have you ever even imagined better writing? You know, being a fool for a woman such as yourself is always the right thing to do. If we met back when I was in business, you would have been my number one lady. And then she's like, smiles, like, thank you. He goes, what's this car? I heard you had a truck. My pussy wagon died on me. Your pussy wagon died. Too bad. Bill shot you in the head, no? Yes, he did. I would have been much nicer. I would have just cut your face. Have a drink with me. Clara! You see this girl come over, and her face is sliced completely open.
Jesus.
Just to prove his point.
Right.
And then he's like, what were we talking about? What were we talking about? She goes, Bill? Where's Bill? Where's B? B is at the Via Cuarto on the road to Selena. I'll draw you a map.
Interesting.
Bill is like a son to me. You want to know why I help you? No, he goes, you know why I help you? No. Because he would want me to. That I don't believe. How else will he see you again? Fade to black.
Ooh, I like that guy.
He
turns
knows,
out all the characters are awesome in this.
Oh, it turns out he thought about the whole thing. So now you go to black and white. You see the sword, but this was so the shot is unreal. So I just gotta tell you the shot. Because nothing happens, but it's black and white. Everything. The car is blue, like a hint of blue.
Right.
The sword is like a hint of its colors.
Right.
And she's in color, but everything else is black and white.
Okay.
And
wow.
she's driving. It is unreal.
That's nice.
How cool this shot is.
Right.
Finally,
is this the shot that? Wasn't there a shot that Uma Thurman got injured on really badly?
Yeah, it was there in the car shot, but I don't know if it was the opening shot. It was one of these car shots, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's when she got apparently really injured.
Yeah.
So right then the color comes back and she pulls up to this mansion villa, like this like hotel, but like mansions. You know what I mean? Like super beautiful stuff. Like, you know, like what you would imagine Oprah was staying. Like it's crazy nice.
Right.
She walks to this room. She pulls out her gun. She enters slowly. She walks around. She sees a Hattori Hanzo sword. She bends the corner, gun drawn. She pulls it out. Dun, 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 dun. Her eyes are like, cut to, you see a 4-year-old girl. Freeze, mommy.
Oh, she finally meets the kid.
You see Bill. And then Bill goes, bang, bang, mommy got us, BB. And he falls to the die, and she goes, oh, I'm dying, I'm dying, oh, I'm dying. He's like, all right, fall, BB. Oh, she falls. And then Beatrix is like, oh, oh. He's like, but little did Beatrix know, BB was only playing possum. I'm playing possum, mommy. Shh, you're playing possum. Beatrix didn't know that young BB was impervious to bullets. And that's when little BB fired. And she gets up and she's like, bang, bang. And Beatrix is just crying, obviously.
Right. She thought this kid was dead.
Bro. And she's like, you're dead, mommy. And Bill's like, you're dead, mommy. So die. That line is so deep. Because he's saying, but you know what he's saying.
Right.
Like, why won't you die?
Right. Why are you even here?
How?
How does this keep happening? This is at least twice now. You've been buried. You've been fucking... I shot you in the face.
In the fucking head.
Right.
She finally, like, comes to. And she's like... And she looks at Bill, and Bill's like... She's like... BB! Oh! I should have known. You were the best. Oh, and she falls. And BB runs over. She's like, oh, mommy, don't die. I was just playing. You see Uma smile so big and her eyes are closed. She's like, I know, baby. She gets up and she hugs her like crazy, like big hug. And then Bill's like, I told her you were asleep. But one day you'd wake up, you'd come back to her.
Damn.
And she asked, is mommy asleep when I was born? If mommy was asleep when I was born, how will she know what I looks like? To which I replied, because she was dreaming about you. Is that true? Did you dream about me, mommy? I dreamed of you. I dreamed of you every night, baby. I waited a long time for you to wake up, mommy. She looks right then and she just looks at Bill. And like you see, like, she goes from like sad to like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she put her back to like, oh yeah.
Right.
There's a reason you waited a long time. This motherfucker shot me
in the face.
In the face. And she's like, oh, let me look at you. Oh my God, you're such a pretty girl. Well, you're pretty too, mommy. Like you see her like, she's going through everything, bro.
Right.
Right then Bill comes up and she's like, why don't you tell mommy what you said when I showed you her picture? Oh, I don't want to tell her. Don't go ahead and tell her. And then every time he speaks, like, because, you know, she's like, no, I don't want to tell her. She smiles and she's like, go tell her. And she's like she's just going from emotion to emotion.
Right.
It's such good acting, bro.
Right.
And he goes, I showed her the picture. Daddy showed me the picture. I said you were the most beautiful woman I had ever seen in the whole wide world. He's like, that's what you said.
Damn.
She's not lying. Cut to, they're in the kitchen now. And he's making sandwiches for everybody. And then he's like, Bill's like, oh, BB, isn't mommy gorgeous? She's like, mommy's so gorgeous. You know, mommy is kind of mad at daddy. Why, daddy? Were you being a bad daddy? I was. I was being a real bad daddy. You know, the other day, our little girl here learned about life and death. You want to tell mommy about Emilio? I killed him. Emilio was her goldfish. She came running in my room and she screamed, Emilio is dead. And I said, oh, honey, that's really sad. How did he die? She said, I stepped on him. Well, actually, little lady, the words you so strategically used were, I accidentally stepped on him. To which I questioned, how could your foot accidentally end up in Emilio's bowl? And she said, no, he was on the carpet. Ah, the plot thickens. How good is this nigga's talking, bro?
This is crazy.
This story is like the most compelling story you've ever heard, right? And it's this.
Yeah.
And I said, well, just how did he get on the carpet? And mommy, you would have been so proud. She didn't lie. She took him out of the bowl and she said she put him there. And what was he doing? He was flapping. And what'd you do? Stomped on him. And when you lifted your foot, what was he doing then? Nothing. She told me later, the second she lifted her foot, she knew what she had done. Now, is that not the most perfect image of life and death? A fish flapping on the carpet, and 1 second, a fish not flapping on the carpet. So powerful of an image, even a 4-year-old with no understanding of death knew what it meant. Cut to, now they're in bed, right? They're all laying in bed. Like, they're laying in bed. Beatrix is kind of staying with her. Well, he's kind of kneeling next to her, and they're kind of laying in bed, right?
Right.
And he goes, you loved Emilio, didn't you? She goes, yeah. He goes, I loved Mommy too. And I did to Mommy what you did to Emilio. You stomped on Mommy? Even worse. I shot Mommy. But not play shooting like we did earlier, but for real. Did you want to see what would happen? No. I knew what would happen. But what I didn't know, honey, was what would happen to me. What happened to you, Daddy? I was sad. And that's when I learned once you do some things, they can never be undone. What happened to Mommy? Well, why don't you ask her? Does it hurt, Mommy? No, sweetie, it doesn't hurt. Not anymore. And she lays in the bed with her, right? Did it make you sick? No, just made me sleep. And that's why I haven't been with you, because I was just asleep. She goes, but you're awake now, right, Mommy? Oh, BB, I'm wide awake. Bill goes, BB, would you like to watch a video with Mommy before bedtime? Mommy, would you like to watch a video with me? Yes, I would love that, BB. Let's watch Shogun Assassin. No, BB, Shogun Assassins is way too long. No, it's not. I don't think it's that long at all. Well, I'll leave you ladies to it. And he closes the door. They start watching the movie. Uma's so happy just laying there with her. The movie plays. BB finally falls asleep. You see the movie end. You hear this song. My man got a heart like a rock that's in the sea. Which is also Crazy Fire, because that's a sample of the new 21 Savage song that I'm listening to right now. Crazy connection.
Crazy.
That he sampled that part. But, so that just keeps playing as she's walking down the hallway. My man got a heart. And she's like, she sees the sword, she's admiring it. And then you hear, what a piece of work. And she looks over, she sees him. Speaking of which, how is Hanzo? He's good. Is his sushi gotten any better? Nope. I couldn't believe you got him to make you a sword. It was easy. Just dropped your name. Bill, ha! That'll do it. He sets her sword. He's looking at her sword. He sets it down. She comes over. She's looking at his sword. His sword's like right here at the end of the table, bro. They had a table like
right.
He's across. She's sitting across, right? And he goes, well, I suppose the idea is we cross Hanzo's swords. She nods. He goes, well, just so happens that this hacienda has a private beach. And it looks particularly beautiful, bathed in moonlight. Just so happens it's a full moon tonight.
Damn, they're going to fight on the full moon.
So, sword fighter, you want a swords fight? That's what I suggest. But if you want to be old school about it, and I love the old school, we can wait till dawn and slice each other up like a classic samurai would, like a classic samurai should.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it like that. And then right then, as he's saying all this, she goes for the samurai sword. He pulls out a gun, boom, and shoots the fucking TV.
Right.
And he goes, try that shit again. I'm gonna put another one right in your kneecap. And I heard that's a particularly painful place to be shot. Boom, and then he shoots like a piece of fruit that's right in front of her.
Right.
And she's like, ah. And then he's like, ha, ha, I'm just fucking with you. And he puts his gun away.
Right.
She's like, right? He goes, first, before we do anything, I have a few unanswered questions. So before this tale of bloody revenge reaches its climax. Also crazy to say that about the movie while you're
in the movie.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But it still fits, because he would say that.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to tell me the truth. She goes, okay. He goes, but therein lies the dilemma. Because I feel when it comes to me, I believe you are truly incapable of telling me the truth. And when it comes to the subject, of me, I am completely incapable of believing anything you have to say. And she smiles and kind of laughs. She's like, well, how do we solve this dilemma? He goes, I have a solution. And he pulls out another gun. Boom! Shoots her in the fucking leg.
Oh.
Gotcha! And she's like, what the fuck did you shoot me with. And she's got a huge needle in her leg.
Right.
And she goes to grab it. She goes, don't touch it. Don't touch it or I'll put another one right in your fucking cheek. She's like, he goes, what lies in that dart is a little creation of mine. Incredibly potent, powerful truth serum. I call it the undisputed truth. Twice as strong as sodium pentothal with none of the druggy after effects or bullshit. Other than a slight wave of euphoria. You feeling it? Euphoria? Fuck you. As you know, I'm quite keen on comic books, especially about superheroes. I find the whole thing about superheroes fascinating. The mythology. Take my favorite superhero, Superman. Not a great comic, not particularly well written or illustrated, but the mythology. It is not just great, it is unique. And then she's like, how long does this shit take to go into effect? It's like about 2 minutes, which is long enough for me to, explain my story. Anyway,
Right.
the staple of mythology for superheroes is the hero and the alter ego. Batman is Bruce Wayne. Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Peter Parker has to put on a costume to become Spider-Man. And it's in that characteristic, Superman stands alone. He didn't become Superman. He was born Superman. His alter ego is Clark Kent. His outfit, the big red S, those are his clothes that he came here in as a baby. What Kent wears, the glasses, the business suit, that's what he does to blend in with the rest of us. That's how Superman views us. What is Clark Kent? He's weak. He's unsure of himself. He's a coward. Clark Kent is Superman's critique on the whole human race. She's like, he goes, kind of like Beatrix Kiddo and Mrs. Tommy Plimpton. And she goes, so the point emerges. He goes, you would have worn the costume of Mrs. Tommy Plimpton, but you were born Beatrix Kiddo. You can take the needle out, by the way. She's like, fucking, she throws it.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, so are you calling me a superhero? He goes, no, I'm calling you a killer. A natural born killer. Always have, always will be. Living in El Paso, working in a used record store, that's you trying to disguise as a worker bee. Blend in with the hive, but you're not a worker bee, are you? You're a renegade killer bee. And nothing in the world will ever change that. She's like, first question. Did you really think your life in El Paso would work? And she pauses. And she doesn't want to answer.
Right.
You can see it on her. She's like,
right. But she has to tell the truth.
She starts crying.
Yeah.
No, but I would have had a baby. Don't get me wrong. You would have been a wonderful mother. But you're a killer. All those people you killed to get to me felt damn good, didn't it? Yes. Every single one of them, didn't it? Yes. That was the warm-up. He sits down. Now comes the $64,000 question. Why did you run away from me with my baby? Do you remember the last assignment you sent me on? Of course. Lisa Wong. The morning I left, I was sick. I was sick on the plane. I threw up. So I started thinking, maybe I'm pregnant. Cut to, she's had flashback. She's in the hotel talking to herself, looking at the pregnancy test. Right, just pee on it. Okay. She pees on it. She sets it down. She's looking at her stomach. She's like grabbing her boobs, kind of like imagining a baby, Mm-hmm. And then she checks it and she goes, fuck, she's pregnant.
Damn.
What I didn't know, somewhere on my journey, I was spotted. It didn't take Lisa Wong long to send an assassin of her own. Right then, you see this Asian lady walk up to her room. Excuse me, housekeeping. What? And she has a shotgun behind her back, though.
Right.
We have a welcoming gift from the management. Just leave it by the door. And then right then, she drops the pregnancy test and she goes to reach down. Boom! The girl blasts through the door. Our girl kind of backflips. right? You see her throw a knife at the fucking assassin lady. She, boom, blocks it with her shotgun.
Right.
Shoots at her again, misses. Our girl dives on the floor, and now it's like under the bed. Like, remember that shot from the anime?
Right,
She's
right,
under the bed?
right.
Kind of like that. And they both have the guns pointed right at each other, right? And our girl goes, you good with that shotgun? And she goes, not that I have to be from this distance, but I'm a fucking surgeon with this shotgun. And then she goes, yeah, well, I ain't no Annie Oakley's, and I got you in my sight. She goes, yeah, well, I'll blow your fucking head off, not before I put one right in your eyes. So let's fucking talk. So they're just fucking staring each other down. She goes, Karen? Because earlier she was like, hi, my name's Karen. I'm from whatever. She's like, Karen, I just found out right now, not a moment before you blew a hole through that door, I'm pregnant. What's this? On the floor, by the door is a strip that says I'm pregnant. Bullshit. Any other time you'd be 100% right. But right now, you are 100% wrong. I'm the deadliest woman in the world. But right now, I'm scared shitless for my baby. Just look at the strip. Please. Please. Stay where you are. Don't move. She crouches down, grabs the test, looks at it. I don't know what this shit means. The box with the directions is right there. She grabs the box. She reads it. She looks at the thing. Okay, so I believe you. Now what? What now? Just go home. I'll do the same, I promise. The girl backs up slowly. Backs through the door. The door closes, so now you just see the hole from, like, you know, where she shot. You just see her face.
Right.
She's still got the gun. Puts it down. Congratulations. And she runs off.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
Oh, wow.
Girl power. That is girl power.
Yeah. They didn't say the words.
But did you not, like, damn.
Yeah.
Got all the emotion I needed and just another woman being like, damn, that's cool. You're pregnant.
Right.
Congrats.
Right. Congrats.
I'm not going to shoot you with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Before that strip turned blue, I was your woman. I was a killer who killed for you. Before that strip turned blue, I would have jumped a motorcycle onto a speeding train for you. But once that strip turned blue, I could no longer do any of those things. Not anymore. I was going to be a mother. Can you understand that? Cut to now they're back. And you see them talking back in, you know, where they were.
Mm-hmm.
But they're outside. They're at a different table now. They were in the living room. Now they're outside at another table.
Right.
He goes, yes. But why not tell me then instead of now? Because I knew you would have claimed her. I didn't want that. That's not your decision to make, Beatrix. Yes, it's not. But it was the right decision, so I made it. She deserved a clean slate. But with you, she was going to be born in a world she shouldn't be. And I had to choose. I chose her. He's like, kind of like, because he's like, well, I know now.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, you know, 5 years ago, if I'd had to make a list of impossible things, you performing a coup de grace and busting a cap in my crown would have been right at the top. And then that would have been right at the top. And he goes, I'm sorry, was that a question?
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, you know, when you never came back, I assumed Lisa Wong or someone else killed you. Oh, and for the record, letting someone think someone is dead and they're really not is really cruel. I mourned you for 3 months. And in the third, I tracked you down. I wasn't looking for you. I was looking for the fucking asshole who killed you. But I find you. And what do I find? Not only you're not fucking dead, you're getting married to some fucking jerk. And you're pregnant. I overreacted. Overreacted. That's your explanation? I didn't say I would explain myself. I said I overreacted. If that's too cryptic, let's get literal. I'm a killer. I'm a murdering bastard. There are consequences to breaking the heart of a murdering bastard.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Was it that surprising? Yes, it was. Could you do what you did? Of course. I never thought you could do that to me. Well, I'm sorry, kiddo. You thought wrong. She goes, you and I have unfinished business. Baby, you ain't kidding. So he swings. She dodges it.
Right.
She falls back in her chair, uses her sword to catch herself, pushes herself back up, undoes her sword. She swings it. He ding, ding. Bro, they're sitting down in a table having a sword fight
That's awesome.
at a table.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Bro, spins her chair like around like over here. So now they're like this.
Right.
All right. Ching. He knocks the sword out of her hand.
Mm-hmm.
He knocks it out of her hand. So now all she has is her sheath.
Right.
He goes to stab her in slow motion. She goes, dodges it, shoot, catches it in her sheath.
Right.
Fuck it. Boom, knocks his hand out the way. You hear, da-da-da. She goes, dunk, 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 da-da-da. She's like, he's like, just a little bit of blood coming down his mouth.
Right.
Pai Mei taught you the 5-point palm exploding heart technique?
Right.
She's like, of course he did. He's like impressed, bro.
Right. Right.
Why didn't you tell me? She starts crying. I don't know. Because I'm a bad person. He goes, nah, you're not a bad person. You are a terrific person. You are my favorite person. But every once in a while, be a real cunt. And she starts laughing. She's like, he wipes the blood from his mouth. How do I look? You look ready. She grabs his hand. He pauses. Dun, 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 dun. He raises slowly. Ah, dun, 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 dun. Ah. He buttons his coat. She's like, dun, 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 dun. He turns. He takes 5 steps. He dies.
Ooh.
Falls to the ground.
Ooh.
She looks at him. 1 tear falls from her eye.
Crazy.
She wipes it, grabs her daughter, grabs her sword, gets in her car. She leaves. Fade to black.
God damn. God damn. What a fucking great movie.
What a great way to end it.
What
right?
great...
Like that fight scene, though. Because you wanted this big epic battle.
And
you got
quick.
What you got was the whole story, which is what you really wanted.
Right.
And then you still got to fight.
Right.
And
a callback.
A callback.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight callback.
Every single word written in this movie mattered. The 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Right.
What a, like right when she lifts her hand, you know it. So you're like, oh, and then she hits him. Pop, 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 pop. Crazy.
Ooh.
And he's like not mad, bro. He's
impressed. Yeah.
Kung fu.
Yeah.
He does it.
Yeah, well, and he got it. He didn't learn the technique. She's the only person he taught the technique to.
She's the deadliest warrior in the world. She's the deadliest warrior in the world.
Damn, bro.
Next morning.
Oh shit, it's still going.
They're in a hotel. BB's watching cartoons in the room, and she's laughing, having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Camera pans to the bathroom. It goes through the door. Beatrix is in there on the floor, absolutely bawling, crying, holding a teddy bear, going from bawling, crying to uncontrollable laughter.
Oh my God.
It's some of the greatest acting I've ever seen to this day. This is some of the greatest acting I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Just unreal, right? She just can't believe it. Then she just starts going, She cleans herself up. She comes out. She lays with BB. They watch TV so happy. Fade to black. The lioness rejoined her cub, and all was right in the jungle. They show all the characters from both the movies. You see Bill's nickname finally. And Bill, a.k.a. the Snake Charmer. Kill Bill 2.
Ooh.
He was a snake charmer.
Ooh.
They're all snakes.
They're all snakes. Yeah. What a fantastic end. What a fantastic end.
Is there a better movie? Have you ever heard of a better movie?
I mean, this is, like you said, just sound. It was like we said this when we were watching Kill Bill 1, so this is a masterpiece.
This is an absolute once in a lifetime. They don't make these all the time. This is an actual masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
This is an actual masterpiece with kung fu.
Yeah, you know what we got to do? We got to sit down one day and make a list of masterpieces.
Yeah, we got to masterpiece it.
We got to masterpiece it together.
We got to masterpiece it together. A masterpiece list.
Yeah, a masterpiece list.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
we'll call it our master list.
The master list.
Yeah. The master. Is that not the greatest thing?
Yeah.
How did that feel, bro? Finally hear Kill Bill 2. You finally saw it.
Oh, man. I'm so fucking happy. Finally.
You can finally watch it.
You know how long I sat on this? I didn't watch it. I had opportunities to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch it on purpose.
You could have watched it when Spoil the Beans was for sure over.
Yeah.
Why you didn't watch it then is like kind of mind-blowing.
No. I held it. I promised I would hold it, and I held it.
You promised you would hold it, and you held it.
Yeah. This is literally what...
you know what I love? The goal of this, we promised that when we ever did Kill Bill 2, it'd be the last episode of Spoil the Beans.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's nice to do it and be like, now we can begin whatever. Now I feel like we can truly begin whatever the solid show will be.
Right. That being said, too, we will do more Spoil the Beans.
No, we're still gonna do way more. No, we have a lot. We're still gonna do a fuck ton of these. Right. And all the people are like, "Oh man, are you gonna do the one?" Yeah, we're gonna do the ones you paid for.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. That we're still gonna keep doing these.
Yeah. But it does feel like a chapter is finally closed.
That chapter is closed. The new chapter begins.
Yeah, 2000. I waited 7 years.
You
2017 is right. I waited 7 years.
You waited 7 years for this.
Yeah. Crazy. I'll tell you what. No one has had the experience with Kill Bill that I have had.
No one.
I'll say that. I waited 7 years in between the two movies.
Your experience is so different than mine. You know what mine is?
What?
I remember my dad coming home after seeing Kill Bill 1 at he saw it like at a midnight showing. So he comes home at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whatever, right? I'm still up. I didn't get in trouble. Still up. He tells me, he literally spoils it he does what I just did to you. He spoils Kill Bill 1 for me.
That's
tells
crazy.
me the entire film. It blows my brain apart. He takes me to go see it. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. We go see Kill Bill 2 together opening night, and it was... No, we didn't see it together. I went and saw it by myself opening night, and then when he came back from deployment, we saw it together.
Oh, damn. Yeah. It would have been funny if you had spoiled it for him.
That would have been. That was my experience with it. Yours was completely not that.
Yeah. Mine was probably the most unique Kill Bill experience.
But we both had someone tell it to us the first time.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah. Damn, bro. I'm so glad I finally got to tell you because I'm watching it today, dog, and I'm like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
This is unreal how good this film is. Like, it was my favorite movie for the longest, and then I remember like other movies came out like Departed, and even like Avengers: Infinity War, things that I put up there with like these are like perfect films.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is truly something special. It's the fighting in it too, and it's like it's not like it's just fighting for fighting's sake.
Right.
It's real deal. There's a reason this fighting is happening right now, and the line he says at the end where he's like, "Yo, there's consequences when you fuck with a murdering bastard."
So he's not wrong.
Like, this is the world that we live in, bro.
Right. There's no way after you left you thought you would be, if I found you, everything would be cool.
Yeah. Also, just like the fucking, every single thing meaning something, like the Pai Mei story and like, the Pai Mei killing the 60 shallow monks, and then she killed the crazy 80. It's like her similar, like, you see what I'm saying to him, of like, she was that level of a killer.
Right. Was Pai Mei the actor, the same actor?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I figured. What I figured.
He's awesome.
Yeah. He plays 3 roles in this,
dude,
right?
And kills it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking destroys it.
3 distinctly different people.
Yeah. Very well done. Yeah, it's perfect, man. The acting's perfect, casting's perfect. Writing is, spotless.
Right.
directing. There's not a. Yeah, it's one of the few things. Like I said, it's one of the few movies where you're like, that's perfect. That's a perfect masterpiece. Oh, goddamn. Val, what'd you think?
Incredible. Like, this was just.
I wish you didn't say what you did for Fogo de Chão. Just went yum.
Yeah. My favorite part is I'd look over and Val would just be nodding.
Oh, yeah, dude, Val was like, I saw it. And I was be like, this is exactly what happened. Yeah. And then that happened. Like you can see me like, yep. And then that happened. And then that happened.
No, you gave me chills. Like there are moments where I think you did an incredible job. Like I would get chills because, yeah.
That's a real one right there, guys.
Yeah. We did it. We
finally did it.
We did Kill Bill Volume 2, guys. We did it.
That was fun, bro.
That was a lot of fun.
I forgot how fun it is to do those movies.
Yeah.
Completely fun. I forgot. I literally forgot. Like, oh yeah, this was an awesome podcast. I genuinely liked it.
Right. And it's again, it'll be a big part of what we're doing at Solid going forward.
Oh yeah. You'll tell me some movies again at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
And maybe
I still have one written out that I was going to tell you before we ended it.
Yeah, you did. And we have a fun guest who wants to do a Spoil the Beans as well for the future. That we already have booked. So. You know what I mean? We got some fun things planned.
Yeah, things are moving, things are shaking. It's gonna be
expect that maybe next month. A little fun,
solid show.
A fun, solid bean.
Guys, this has been fantastic. Thank you for finally telling me Kill Bill Volume 2. And now I get to
Now you finally what?
And I get to finally watch it.
Oh yeah, let's watch it together.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go do that.
Yeah,
we're gonna go do that.